Good morning, Justin from Talent Force Recruitment. We are all about flexible jobs, flexible professional jobs to give you that work-life fit that you're looking for. Today we're very fortunate to be joined by Robert Whelan from Rockwell.
Yes.
Robert is going to talk to us about state pensions. Can you explain the state pension system to me and where you think it's going?
We're going to do this in 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Exactly. So the state pension system is very simple,
right.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's all based on contributions.
Okay.
Your mum and dad would have called them stamps. Okay.
Right.
We just call them credits today.
Credits, okay.
Very simply, every week you work, you get a credit.
Right.
You accumulate these credits.
Yeah.
When you get to a certain qualifying age,
okay.
At the moment it's 66, if you're between 57 and 65, it's 67,
right.
And then it goes to 68 for anyone who's less than 57.
Okay.
You apply to the local social welfare office to claim your state pension.
Right.
They then say, how many credits have you paid over your lifetime?
So they're keeping tabs the whole time?
Of course, yeah, it's like the revenue. They've got every time your employer, or if you're self-employed, doesn't make a difference.
Right.
Every time you make a PRSI contribution, that is logged against your PPS number.
And does it matter how much the contribution is?
No, well, you have to do a minimum of 8 hours per week to qualify for a credit.
Right.
Yeah, just 8 hours a week. So someone who's doing 50 hours a week is getting the same credit towards their social welfare state pension as someone who's doing 8 hours a week.
Fantastic. Okay. So flexible working suits.
Absolutely suits the state pension system.
Very good.
There's no drawback at all. And that's 8 hours a week over a 4-week period. So you can have, we can mix it about. Now, we won't get too complicated.
Yeah, sure.
But then when you come to retire, it's based on an averaging system.
Right.
So it's from the date you started to work to the age you're claiming the pension. So very simply, if you started working at 20 and you claim your pension at 66, they take all the PRSI contributions you've made, the credits, the stamps.
Yeah.
So say it's 1,000.
Sure.
They then take
the number, not the amount of money.
It's nothing to do with the money.
And interesting.
Yeah, this is the difference with the Irish system and say the US system.
Right.
So it's complete. Everyone gets the same amount.
Right.
Sorry, it's 238 euros a week. Should state that very importantly.
Yeah.
Everyone gets exactly the same amount if they qualify for the full rate.
Okay.
So what they do is they look at your total contributions from the date you first started working to the date you're going to claim.
Yes.
Then they divide that by the number of years.
Okay.
So say it's 46 years working into 1,000.
Sure.
That gets you an average.
Okay.
That average is say 23.
Okay.
Right. That equates to an amount of state pension.
Right.
In order to qualify for the full state pension, you need a minimum of 48 weeks average.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
If you don't have that, the next bracket down gives you 98% of the full rate.
Okay.
So 98% of 238 per week.
Okay.
It then goes in stages. So basically, the minimum requirement is an average of 10 credits per year.
Very good.
So you need a minimum of 520 contributions to qualify for a state pension.
Okay, so it's step back pro rata. So how much right now is a state pension per week or per month?
238 a week.
230. So it's how much a year?
Oh, 12,563. It might be a couple of euro off. 12.5 grand.
So if I were to go out to the market and try and buy a product called a state pension, that paid me 12,000 euros a year from retirement, how much would that cost me?
Approximately 390,000 euros.
Really? So this is a really valuable asset.
Absolutely, yeah. And like it isn't sold enough in terms of by the government as the benefit, because you can literally work for 8 hours a week, pay a contribution of maybe 30-40 euros per month of PRSI, and still claim this 12,500 euros a year. Amazing. So if you put the same amount into a private pension, you'd be saving for 1,000 years and you still wouldn't have enough. That's a joke. But
so the state pension sounds like it's not publicised enough how to access it.
Definitely not, no. Amazing. And even there's qualifying adult criteria. So just because maybe you've been a stay-at-home partner or spouse, there are credits there whereby you can the qualifying adult can claim for.
So I actually include a link to that at the end of this video. It's free if you've been out of work for a number of years. You're allowed caring for kids, or for whatever reason, you're actually allowed to claim years back.
Exactly.
Yes. So these are actually worth something.
Definitely.
Robert, thank you for making that simple to understand.
Happy to help,
Well, okay, thank you very much. Justin from Talent Force, we're all about flexible jobs. Robert from Rockwell Financial Services. I'll include their email address. Please check out our website for jobs, or give us a call 01 908 1514. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.